Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty features remedies for inner healing and outer beauty. Real-time conversations with sisters in the Hebrew Israelite community, focused on healing our spirit, mind, and body, which will contribute to the healing of our nation as a whole. Sip a cup of tea, wear your favorite turban, tee, or tunic, and enjoy Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, endurance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, and peace. She's got long suffering, gentleness, and goodness, endurance, faith, and meekness too. Shebrew Royalty. She's got the fruits of the spirit.
Shalom family, shalom, shalom family, come on in with your beautiful royal selves, come on in. As you come in, please do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let others know that we are here. As a matter of fact, send someone a text. Send a sister a text to let her know that we are live and that we are getting ready to go in if you haven't already done so. Make a phone call, send a text, let others know that we are live because you really do not want to miss this very, very informative broadcast tonight, right? Please let others know that we are here if you haven't already done so. Hit that notification bell, call someone, call a friend, all right? Call a sister. Let us get this royal tea party started. Let's do this. Who is here as you come in? Please also remember to drop a comment in the comment box so I will know that you are here. Hit that like button as soon as you come in. Do not forget to hit that like button. You need to do that to let others know that we are here, all right? So before we go any further, let us do this. Do this with me. Give a huge shout out to the Almighty Ahayah, ASHAR, Ahayah. I am that I am, the God of the Hebrews and the Shebrews, in the name of his son, YASHAYA HaMashiach, and the Holy Spirit, RAWACH QADASH, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. Yes, let's give them a huge shout out, a praise, and thank them for bringing us back another Sunday where we get to come together and have tea and have conversation. And we learn together, right? There's just so much information out here, and some of it is really worth learning, right? I'm your hostess, Kuala Yakaka, and I humbly thank you for joining me on this broadcast today. It is so good to see you on this first day of the week. Welcome in. Drop a comment in that comment box. Let me know that you're here. Who is here? Come on. I need some interaction. Come on. Let me know that you're here. I love when you interact. There is Sister Kita. Shalom, sis. The water for dropping that comment in that comment box. I appreciate you. The water, the water. So good to see you. So, sisters, how was your week? How was your week? Talk to me. Did you have a busy week? Did you have a restful week? What kind of week did you have? We know it was blessed, right? Because we are here. We're back. How was your Shabbat? How was that Shabbat? Oh my gosh. As always, my Shabbat was beautiful, beautiful. It was amazing, as it always is. And I pray that you all had a blessed and restful Shabbat. Again, praise the Most High for bringing us back another Sunday and a new week. It's a new week. Shabbat was awesome. Khan, sis, I agree. I agree with that. Shabbat was awesome. Yes. I love it. I love it. Being able to come together and with like-minded people and praise and worship and, just love on each other. It's always such a blessing. So yes, awesome is an appropriate word. But my week, oh my goodness, my week was super, super busy. Super busy. Oh my gosh, these days are going by so fast. And it's like I don't feel like at the end of the day that I've done a whole lot, but it just keeps me busy throughout the day. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it, but I do have a lot going on right now. So yeah, it was a super busy week. There's a lot going on in my world. and it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm not saying that like, oh, woe is me or anything like that. No, there's no woe is me over here. It's a lot of good stuff. And some of it I'm holding on to right now. I'm not spilling the beans yet, but I've got some irons in the fire, as I usually do. But I have a super big project that I am working on, and I cannot wait to be able to talk about it. Shalom, Sister Ahab Karad. So good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you, my beautiful sister as well. Yes. So yeah, all good stuff. So, needless to say, I think I'm going to attempt to rest tomorrow. I'm going to put in some effort, to rest tomorrow. But while we're here, we've got work to do. We've got things to talk about. We've got a show to get on the road. So let me get these disclaimers out of the way so we can really jump into this show for tonight. So before moving forward in this discussion, let me first make these disclaimers. Let me start by saying tea time with Shebrew royalty is not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and we get it, we understand, we don't expect it to be, but if you happen upon this channel and you realize that you don't agree with our lifestyle, our beliefs, that's okay too. I encourage you to just keep searching YouTube until you find your perfect cup of tea and your perfect flavor, because you owe that to yourself. What I do ask is that you not leave any derogatory statements in the comment box, because that would be distasteful. We would really appreciate that, and we thank you in advance. Also, although I am a retired but still licensed physician assistant, functional nutrition informed professional, CPR, BLS, and wilderness first aid instructor, and I will be touching on topics of health and wellness on my broadcast as tonight as such. We will not be utilizing this platform to diagnose or treat anyone's illnesses. If you are experiencing any medical problems, please consult your healthcare practitioner. And the views that you will hear on this channel are those of myself or my guests, and not those of any particular church or organization. Some videos and materials may feature foods, herbal teas, nutritional supplements, and skin or hair care products offered through Shebrew Royalty LLC. These products are not evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Results may vary, and individuals with allergies, underlying health conditions, or who are pregnant or nursing should consult a qualified health professional before using any product or adopting any wellness recommendation shared on this platform or the Shebrew Royalty LLC website. By watching this channel, you acknowledge and agree that you do so at your own risk. The creators, guests, and affiliates of this channel are not liable for any loss or damage or injury allegedly arising from any information, suggestions, or practices shared here. So let's talk about our featured product of the week, because every week we feature a product from our Shebrew Royalty Temple Treasures or Hebrew Royalty product lines. And I say this all the time, but it is so true. We have so many all organic natural products, amazing products on our website. So if you haven't already visited ShebrewRoyalty.com, I encourage you to do so, because I am sure that you will find something on that website for your personal needs. And I'm sure you're going to love it, because I do. I love all of these products. So tonight's featured product is once again handcrafted specifically for our Shebrew Royalties by Shebrew Royalty Temple Treasures collection. So let's talk about the Temple Treasures collection if you're not familiar with the product line. So remember, sisters, your skin is your temple. We are to honor and treasure it with the luxury it deserves. So Temple Treasures is a handcrafted, all-natural skincare line inspired by ancient traditional beauty practices and designed for the modern queen. Infused with powerful botanicals, rare essential oils, and nutrient-rich ingredients, our products nourish, restore, and elevate your glow. From the radiant facial scrubs to indulgent bath soaps, each formula is a sacred self-care experience. Because true beauty isn't just skin deep, it's a reflection of the divine within. Experience Temple Treasures, where skincare meets ancient tradition. We want you to begin your skincare journey to outer radiance and beauty right now. So, that being said, let's talk about our featured product for the night. And I am going to just take you over for a visit here online at ShebrewRoyalty.com. Let's get to it. Here we go. This is our homepage, Shebrew Royalty. And to learn about our products, our Temple Treasures collection, you just go right here to Temple Treasures. And tonight's featured product is one of our luxurious bath soaks. And which one will it be? Tonight's featured product is our Royal Renewal Bath Soak right here, which is a luxurious all-organic bath salt blend designed to detoxify, relax muscles, nourish the skin, and uplift the spirit. Infused with sacred botanicals and essential oils, this blend embodies Shebrew Royalty's holistic approach to wellness and self-care. Our ingredients are Dead Sea salt, fine Himalayan pink salt, Epsom salt, baking soda, dried rose petals, and lavender buds, and also dried chamomile flowers. The essential oils are frankincense, myrrh, lang lang, and chamomile. So let's go over to our store so that you can just learn a little bit more about our Royal Renewal Bath Soak. So let's go here to Temple Treasures. And this is where you will come to make your purchase, sisters. So let's look for our Royal Renewal Bath Soak. Look at all of this amazing products that we have here. And right here is that's our body butter. Let's find the bath soak. So it's paired very well with the Royal Renewal body butter as well. So here we go, the Royal Renewal bath soak. Right here. Says renew, nourish, and revitalize. And this is what that soak looks like. Doesn't that look amazing? Oh my gosh. And the aroma. Oh, wow. Look at all of those beautiful, beautiful flowers and salts. Okay, so let's talk about the benefits of this bath soak. So here are the ingredients and the benefits of each ingredient. So the Dead Sea salt is rich in minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium, which deeply nourishes and soothes sore muscles. The Himalayan pink salt detoxifies the skin and promotes circulation. The Epsom salt relieves muscle tension and supports relaxation. The baking soda softens the skin and helps to neutralize toxins. The dried rose petals and lavender buds add a touch of royal luxury while calming the mind. Let's talk about these essential oils. Frankincense essential oil is well known. It's a sacred oil known for its grounding and rejuvenating properties. Myrrh also, if you're familiar with the Bible, it's an ancient biblical oil known for skin renewal. Lang lang essential oil enhances relaxation, and chamomile essential oil soothes the skin and mind, and it's perfect for winding down. So to use this bath soak, of course, you run a nice warm bath, add a half to 1 cup of bath salt blend to warm running bath water, and soak for at least 20 minutes to absorb the healing minerals. And just set an intention for self-care. Self-care is so necessary, sisters. It is so necessary, especially if you're working a lot, if you have children and a whole family to take care of, husband and everything. You need your self-care time as well. And what a perfect way to do that with a bath soak. So it's good for self-care, renewal, and relaxation. So there we go. Just turn on some nice soft music, light a candle, lay in that tub, and just, oh my gosh, just relax. I know what that's like. And that's why I create these products, because I need to do this myself. So sisters, that is our featured product of the night, Royal Renewal Bath Soak. So come over here and add one to your cart. Buy it now. All right. I'm telling you, we need this stuff. We really need these products, because sometimes we really just have to pamper ourselves. What do you think? What do you think? So Sister Habkarad says, I have the Esther Oh, yes, mineral soak. And sis, OMG, the amazing things that are in here. You really go above and beyond. Incredible. Oh, all praises, sis. All praises to the Most High. You know, you were special, sis, because you got um, the Esther collection. You're one of the few that got the Esther collection, which was featured at Passover. And since then, that collection has not even made it to the website, because I did mention that that collection is so special. I really believe, you said you sure did, Khan. I really believe that I'm going to reserve that as a seasonal collection just during the time of Purim, because it really has such a it's purposeful. Let me just put it that way. When you read the story of Esther and you see these products, you realize why these products were selected, why they were created for such a time as Purim. And so I am really going to just reserve that collection for the time of Purim. I do still have some of the bath soaks, so I may just have a special or something, because I'm not going to hold on to them until next year, of course. So I may just have some kind of a special so that people can be introduced to the bath soak, the lip veil. I don't think I have any of the body butter remaining. Okay. Thank you for that vote. Thank you for that vote, sis. Yes, I am going to do that. I am going to do that. So, sisters, talk to me. My question to you is, what time is it? What time is it? Let's talk. What time is it? Drop a comment in the comment box and let me know what time it is right now. So, sisters, you know, I am just going to spill the beans since you all won't. It is tea time. Of course, it is tea time on Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. So let's talk about, what is your cup of tea tonight? What is your tea of choice, I should say? So in the meantime, while you're getting ready to drop a comment in the comment box about your cup of tea, I am going to share my tea with you. So firstly, let's talk about Shebrew royalties in general. Our royalties are a collection of organic loose leaf teas that are designed to promote inner healing and vitality. Khan says it's tea time. We believe that tea is more than a drink. It's a celebration of wellness, a moment of restoration, and a sacred connection to nature. Our handcrafted, all organic teas are intentionally blended using ancient herbal wisdom to nourish the body, calm the mind, and uplift the spirit. Whether you're seeking balance, energy, or deep relaxation, every sip is designed to support your well-being from the inside out. Experience the power of nature in every cup or glass, because true royalty starts with self-care. We just talked about that. So as you're, indulging in your bath soak, why not sip some tea while you're doing so? So let's talk about tonight's cup of tea. You said I had some of your health tea. Oh, the healthy womb tea about an hour ago. All praises, sis. What do you think of it? What do you think of it? And here's a reminder, sisters. Here's a reminder. I need you all to really do me a huge favor. A huge, huge favor. I need you all to start writing reviews and putting them on the website. Khan, sis, please write these reviews. I really, really need that support. Write the reviews. If you have tried any of our products, please write a review and post it on the website. And I'll show you in just a minute where to go to post your review. So my cup of tea tonight, and I'm going to bring it up on the website. Sister Keita says, I'm not sure yet. I bought it for my daughter, but she's not using it. So I just started periodically using it. Awesome, sis. Well, I mean, even the taste, the flavor, what do you think about that? Because yes, you do have to use the tea on a regular basis to see the health benefits. But in the meantime, if it's relaxing, if it's soothing, if you enjoy the taste, is it smooth? Drop a comment in the comment box when you get a chance. So let me, or excuse me, in the review section, let me pull this up on the screen. We're going back to ShebrewRoyalty.com, and I'm going to take you over to our royal teas. And here we go. Here are some of our teas. We've got the Queen's Defense Elderberry Tea and Tonic. We've got Quality. I wonder where that name came from. We've got, here we go, the Healthy Womb Infusion. We've got the Shebrew Royal Tea, the Hebrew Royal Tea, the Femininity. We've also got the Masculinity. And here we go. This is my cup of tea tonight, is the Sacred Calm Herbal Tea. Sacred Calm Herbal Tea. And the purpose of this tea, it is crafted with love, purpose, and ancient herbal wisdom. Sacred Calm Herbal Tea invites you to quiet the noise, ease the mind, and reconnect with divine stillness. Just relax. This fragrant blend is more than a beverage. It's a wellness ritual. Whether you're starting your day with intention, winding down from stress, or seeking a sacred space for reflection, Sacred Calm nourishes the body, the heart, and the spirit. And let's talk about what's in this tea. It's a handcrafted blended bouquet of common herbs, chamomile flowers, lemon balm, lavender buds, passion flower, spearmint, holy basil or tulsi, and rose petals. It's all organic, no additives, just the earth's medicine prepared with reverence. And we're going to jump over here once again to the store. You can go to shop here. And let's go to Royal Teas. Go to Royal Teas. And here are our teas. And this one is the Sacred Calm. Sacred Calm. Here we go. And here are, this is the front label, the back label. Here we go. The instructions: steep 1 to 1.5 teaspoons in 8 ounces of water, hot water, for 5 to 10 minutes. And this is what the loose leaf blends look like. Just deliciousness. And it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it really is yummy. Look at that. That golden glow. And of course, I always have mine. Well, I shouldn't say always, but most of the time I add some honey. But I enjoy it without the honey as well. And I also enjoy this as an iced tea. So don't think that it has to be hot. I really enjoy it as an iced tea as well. And the benefits are, let's talk about the benefits. Calms the nervous system and quiets racing thoughts. It's just such it's sacred calm. The name says it all. It gently nurtures emotional balance and heart openness. It eases tension, supports restful sleep, and soothes the spirit. It's a sacred support for reflection, journaling, or listen to this, post-conflict peace rituals. If you have just blown off some steam, right? And you just want to calm down, this is the perfect tea for that. It's so relaxing. So here's more information about the Sacred Calm Herbal Tea. There we go. And then I did say that I am going to show you where to go. Here's for the reviews. Here's where you go to write your review, right? And we do have some reviews here already. So you just go here and then you just fill out this information right here and you click send. And it's just that simple. It's just that simple, sisters. So look at the reviews that we have. We have thus far all 5 stars. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. All 5 stars. Our products really are amazing, sisters. So there we go. There we go. So this is my cup of tea for the night. Sister Habkara says, I'm sorry. Of course, sis. Oh, are you talking about the reviews? Yeah, sis, you have written so many reviews already. You have. You have, and Thawada for your reviews. I truly appreciate you. So this tea is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Always consult a qualified health professional before beginning any herbal regimen. Consult a healthcare professional if pregnant, nursing, taking medications, or under medical care. So I want you to visit ShebrewRoyalty.com to check out all of our all organic and natural skincare, hair care products, and teas and tonics for both the kings and the queens. So once again, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let everyone know that we are live and we're getting ready to jump right into this topic for the night. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Shebrew Royalty LLC. So now, sisters, without further ado, it is showtime. Shalom again, royal family, and welcome back to Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty, where we combine science-informed, practical, life-focused information with guidance from the Most High on how to make wise health decisions when caring for our temples. I'm your hostess, Kwala Yakaka, retired physician assistant, functional nutrition informed professional, women's wellness educator, and founder of Shebrew Royalty. Today's topic is one that has become incredibly popular in recent years. It is fasting. Fasting. And I know many of us have heard about fasting. Many of us fast. But we're going to delve into some other aspects of fasting tonight, or some other fasting methods that you may not be familiar with. So perhaps you've heard people say, intermittent fasting has changed my life. I lost weight with fasting. A 72-hour fast reset my body. Fasting cured my inflammation. Or maybe you've encountered fasting through scripture and want to understand both the spiritual and physical aspects. So although the spiritual benefits of fasting are undisputable, we won't be having an in-depth discussion on that aspect on this broadcast. However, the information that you received tonight is intended to help you make wise decisions from a holistic standpoint while embarking on your spiritual fast journey as well. So tonight, we're dealing primarily on the holistic standpoint of fasting. So tonight, we're going to discuss what fasting actually is, the different types of fasts, the potential health benefits, the potential risks, the truth about the famous 72-hour fast, who should not fast, and how to begin fasting safely. As always, my goal is not to tell you what to do. My goal is to help you find or help you make informed decisions. So grab your favorite cup of tea and let's talk about it. So, what is fasting? What is fasting? At its simplest, fasting is voluntarily abstaining from food, certain foods, or both food and drink for a specific period. While fasting has become a wellness trend, it is actually one of humanity's oldest practices. Historically, people fasted because, one, food was scarce, religious tradition encouraged it, communities practiced it together, it was used during times of prayer and reflection. Fasting is found throughout multiple religions such as Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism. Long before it became a weight loss strategy, fasting was a spiritual discipline. Today, researchers are exploring how fasting may influence metabolism, insulin sensitivity, inflammation, cellular repair, longevity. So let's talk about some of the most common types of fasting. How many of you are familiar with some of the different types of fasting? Give me a thumbs up if you know some of the different types of fasting. Drop those in the comment box for me. Let's have an actual conversation. So if you are familiar with some of the different fasts that are out there, go ahead and drop something in the comment box for me. Let's really interact. I want you all to interact with me. It's so much more fun. It's so much more fun when you interact. It really is. So if you are familiar with some of the fasts that are out there, please drop that in the comment box for me. So there's time restricted eating. 12 and 12 hours. This is often the easiest place to begin. So with the 12-12 time restricted eating, what that means is you simply eat within a 12-hour window and fast for the other 12 hours. For example, you may have dinner at 7 p.m. and breakfast at 7 a.m. And so you'll eat for that, during that 12-hour period from 7 a.m. and then you stop at dinner at 7 p.m. and then you not eat again until the following morning. And so many of us do that, right? Many of us do. Some of us eat until 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. So that will not be considered unless you wait until 10 o'clock in the morning to eat, if you give yourself a 12-hour space in between. Khan, I normally fast off food from sundown till sundown. Khan says, yes, all praises. Yes, so the 12-hour, the time restricted eating, the 12-12, Once again, this is the easiest place to begin. You simply eat within a 12-hour window. That gives you a whole lot of time to eat, and then you fast for the other 12 hours. The benefits are it's a gentle introduction to fasting. It improves overnight digestion. It supports blood sugar regulation, and it is very easy to maintain. And as far as risks are concerned, not too many risks, very few for healthy individuals. So now there's a 14-10 fasting. The 14-10 fasting is you fast for 14 hours and eat during a 10-hour window. So this time you have less time to eat, but a longer time to fast. You have 2 hours extra of fasting and 2 hours less of the time to eat. So it's fast for 14 hours, eat during a 10-hour window. So for example, you may stop eating at 7 p.m. and then your first meal may be 9 a.m. rather than 7 a.m. Right? So this is often an excellent transition from the 12-12 fast. The benefits of the 14-10 fasting is improved insulin sensitivity. This may also support weight management, and it is easier than the 16-8 fasting, which we'll talk about next. The risks are temporary hunger, headaches during adjustment. So if you're not accustomed to fasting and you move too fast from one fast to another, it may trigger headaches. So I want you to think about easing, if you're not accustomed to fasting, to ease into these different phases gradually and slowly. So now let's talk about the 16-8 or intermittent fasting, 16-8. So this is perhaps the most popular fasting method. For example, you eat between noon and 8 p.m. and then you fast from 8 p.m. until noon the following day. Eat between noon and 8 p.m., hold food or fast from 8 p.m. until noon the following day. And the benefits of this 16-8 intermittent fast is, according to research suggests weight loss is a benefit, lower insulin levels, improved metabolic health, better appetite control. But there are risks with that. The risks are during the eating window, because the eating window is much shorter, overeating could be an issue. Also, fatigue initially, as you're getting accustomed to to this fast, you may get tired easily. Headaches is another risk. And irritability. How many of you get irritable when you fast? At least when you first embarked on fasting. Some of us, we're accustomed to fasting for a certain period of time. But I remember when I first started fasting, oh my goodness, I would get so irritable. And the headaches, right? So it's really important that we do this gradually and not just jump head first. So then there's also the OMAD fast, OMAD, which means 1 meal a day. 1 meal a day. So in this one meal a day, this is where you consume all of your calories during one meal. And I've spoken to people that does this, and it's not intentional. I've spoken to quite a few women who say, well, I just eat one meal a day, and that's it. And so what are the benefits? And usually when I've heard this, it's not like they intend to do that. They're not saying, well, I'm on this OMAD or one meal a day diet or fast. They just say, I get so busy, sometimes I forget to eat, and I just eat one meal a day. So are there benefits to eating one meal a day? Well, its simplicity is a benefit. It's simple. You just have one meal a day. Potential weight loss, and notice I said potential, because sometimes the body, if you do that, you just feed it one meal a day, it tends to hold on rather than it holds on to that fat rather than shedding it, because it goes into this mode where it's afraid that you're going to, for lack of a better term, starve it to death, right? So potential weight loss. Some people say, I only eat one meal a day and I'm not losing any weight. So that's also a risk factor as well. And one of the other benefits is reduced meal planning. If you only have to plan one meal a day, well, that's pretty simple, right? But what are the risks that are involved with just eating one meal a day? Well, number one, it is difficult to obtain adequate nutrition with just one meal a day. There's also an increased risk of binge eating. So when you do eat that one meal because you've starved yourself for so long, and if you're not intentional about this fast, then you can end up just overeating when you eat that one meal. Also, low energy is a risk, and digestive discomfort. Your stomach may be growling all day, and when you do eat, or for some people, they end up having a lot of bloating, a lot of gas, because of just eating one meal a day. So this is generally not where I recommend beginners start, is with one meal a day. It's really difficult to maintain this type of a fast. Nicholas Cage says, the kids gotta eat. Well, yeah. Are you the kid that you're talking about, or are you talking about a kid? So Nicholas Cage, excuse me, you never told me what your name was. We've talked about this and you've never dropped. Oh, you did. You did say that's your real name. You did say Nicholas Cage is your real name. Every time I see that name, I think about the actor, Nicholas Cage. But anywho, you said that's your name. So welcome back, Nicholas. So let's talk about the little people. The little people. Yeah, the little people have to eat as well. But if you're the one that's fasting, it doesn't necessarily mean that the children have to fast as well. So this is more geared towards adults. So the other fast is the alternate day fasting. Alternate day fasting. So this involves fasting every other day, or significantly reducing calories on alternate days. So the benefits of this is, studies show that weight reduction is a benefit, improved insulin sensitivity, reduced body fat. But the risks are hunger, fatigue, difficulty sustaining long term. Many people find this approach challenging socially and emotionally. to fast every other day. So when we talk about insulin sensitivity, we're talking about how effectively the body's cells respond to insulin. So in high insulin sensitivity, this means that the cells use insulin efficiently, lowering blood sugar levels. But in low insulin sensitivity or insulin resistance, this can lead to higher blood sugar and diabetes. So here's another fast, the 5-2 fast. The 5-2 fast. And what this means is you eat normally 5 days a week, and 2 days a week you are on a very low, these are your very low calorie days. Normal eating 5 days a week, 2 days a week, very low calorie days. So the benefits of this 5-2 fast is that it's flexible. It's easier for some people than daily fasting, and it may improve blood sugar control. The risks are hunger on the fasting days, of course, fatigue, and possible overeating afterwards. So these fasts really require a lot of discipline. Water fasting, that's the other fast. Many of you, I'm sure, have heard of water fasting, and this means consuming only water. So there's no calories, no food, no juices, no smoothies. So what happens? So during the first day of a water fast, the body uses stored glycogen. And after that, the body begins producing ketones from fat. So this metabolic state is called ketosis. And ketosis is like I said, a metabolic state that occurs when your body burns fat for energy instead of glucose. So the potential benefits are fat loss, improved insulin sensitivity, reduced inflammation, mental clarity for some individuals, but the risks are dizziness, low blood pressure, electrolyte imbalance with this water fast, right? Headaches and hypoglycemia or low blood sugar. Have any of you ever embarked on a water fast? If you have, for how long? How long did you fast only on water? Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think about these fasts. If you've been on a fast, as Takeda said, she's been on the sundown to sundown fast. Any other, has anyone else out there been on any fasts? And tell me what you think about it. So then there's the famous 72-hour fast. So many people are talking about this 72-hour fast or 3-day fast. So many people claim that it resets the body, it regenerates the immune system, it reverses disease, it eliminates toxins. So I am going to share a video. I'm going to share, first of all, one video. The other, I'm going to actually just share the link in the comment box, because the second video is a little bit longer, and but I want you to really watch that one as well. These two videos are from holistic doctors, and they both give in-depth understanding about this fast in particular, the 72-hour fast. So the first video, the one that I'm going to show, is by Dr. Eric Berg. He's a chiropractic doctor. And this video is Stop Eating for 3 Days or 72 Hours. I'm going to show that one, and the other one is by Dr. Josh Axe. And this video is Ancient Longevity Secrets, How to Activate Autophagy with a 72-hour fast. So let me first, I'm going to drop the second one by Dr. Axe. Going to drop the link for this one in the comment box, and I want you to watch this at your leisure. But it's a really good video. And then the other one by Dr. Berg, I'm going to show that one right now. Give me just a second to pull that up. And once again, this is about stop eating for 3 days or 72 hours. All right. And this video is for educational purposes only.
For 3 days. We've been programmed to nourish our body to heal, right? Before you buy into that, let me just turn your universe upside down for a minute and just hear me out. There's one single problem behind all chronic disease, including cancer, and that is insulin resistance. You don't get insulin resistance by not eating. You get insulin resistance by eating too frequently. Too much insulin that leads to insulin resistance blocks the cells from getting any fuel. When we overnourish our body by eating too frequently, we create this insulin resistant situation. Every single person that has a slow metabolism, they went on many diets. And the diets that destroy the metabolism the most, where you're going to be eating 5 to 6 small meals a day. And so you're going to snack before a meal so you don't overeat, because this crazy idea that too many calories equal weight gain. Actually, it's more of the frequency of meals that creates insulin resistance, that creates chronic disease, that will make you very, very overweight. But when we start to not eat so frequently and we start to do intermittent fasting, things start turning around. Let's get into the benefits of intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting. If you were to eat right now, your insulin will go up. And because insulin is going to go up, that higher insulin is going to prevent a lot of good things that are going to happen. Let's say you're going to fast for 18 hours, and then you're going to eat at, let's say, 12 o'clock noon, and then you'll eat at 6 o'clock. So that's a 6-hour eating window, and then you have an 18-hour fasting window. A lot of benefits are going to happen if you do that, okay? You're going to lose weight in your midsection. You're going to feel better mentally. Your mood will come up, and your inflammation will start going down as well. When you do intermittent fasting, you're not really tapping in to all the stored sugar in your liver unless you start doing prolonged fasting. So let's say, for example, we're fasting from 24 hours one day to 48 hours 2 days. What's going to happen when you start doing this is you are going to take the benefits that I just mentioned and start to turn them way up. And one thing that's going to happen is you're going to deplete most of your glycogen in your liver. It's like a sponge with water. You're holding a lot of fluid. So in other words, you're going to lose a good amount of weight. And some people mistake that with actual fat loss. It's actually water loss. This is why when you start doing prolonged fasting, you'll lose the water first and then it plateaus. That doesn't mean it's not working. It just means that you dumped a lot of water with that stored sugar. When you start doing prolonged fasting, 1 to 2 days, you are going to be burning mostly ketones. 87% of your fuel is ketones. You're not feeding your microbes, but they're thriving. Your hormones, especially human growth hormone, will start to go straight up and vertical. In men, you can increase that growth hormone when you do fasting by 2,000%. So you're not going to be losing muscle, but it actually will help the growth of muscle, but it'll also help the burning of fat. It's one of the most powerful fat-burning hormones. You're going to notice the benefits on your brain because you have a higher level of ketones feeding the neurons. Autophagy is going to kick in. Autophagy is where you're taking the junk and you're turning it into new cells. So think of the self-cleaning oven, and it's a magical process where you have to get certain resources and fuel from somewhere. And so your body will definitely tap into your fat, but it will also tap into stuff that's not really needed in the body. And it starts to convert that into very valuable resources that your body needs. You see, you cannot go into autophagy when you nourish your body, when you're eating. Even when you take supplements, you're not going to significantly increase autophagy. It's only when you don't eat. Prolonged fasting allows you to prune your brain, and it allows you to build new brain cells. You only do that to a certain degree, but with intermittent fasting, but a lot more when you do prolonged fasting. Insulin powerfully shuts down autophagy. Insulin shuts down fat burning. It shuts down the regrowing of the brain cells. And with that, what happens when you fast longer? Let's say we're going to go to 72 hours. Autophagy starts cleaning up intracellular pathogens. I'm talking about viruses. I'm talking about Epstein-Barr virus, even the herpes virus. Do you realize that there's no drug or even no supplement that can actually get rid of these latent viruses? The only way to get rid of them is through prolonged fasting. But not only that, when you start to go up into 3 days of fasting, you start to stimulate your immune system, the thing that actually protects you against cancer, autoimmune diseases. I mean, we're just told all these ideas that we have to nourish the body to get healthy. No, we actually don't. There's no doubt we need to nourish our body when we eat, but prolonged fasting transforms your health in so many different ways. You can do stem cell therapy. Some of the therapy is like $50,000. Well, guess what? You can get stem cell therapy for free by just not eating. And also, I wanted to point out the inspiration for this video is from this book, Metabolic Freedom by Ben Azadi. I highly recommend you get it. I'll put a link down below in the description. Here's a couple last minute tips. When you're doing a water fast, whether it's intermittent fasting or prolonged fasting, you're not eating anything except you're drinking water. And so what breaks that fast is a certain amount of calories. So you wouldn't want to consume bone broth, for example. But you could do coffee, you could do tea. Why? Because it doesn't have any calories. It's when you add in certain things that you have a problem. Very important thing to note when you do intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting is to have enough sea salt. If you don't have enough sodium, you will feel tired. So when you're doing intermittent fasting, make sure you add a little more sea salt, and probably like a teaspoon per day spread out. And you can mix it with water. And I also recommend you do other electrolytes like potassium and magnesium, because if you're deficient going into a prolonged fast, those deficiencies are exaggerated. I want to say one last important thing. You can really mess yourself up when you do refeeding after a 3-day fast. Don't make the mistake that I made where I just started loading my body up with all this food. I got very sick. Maybe started with some bone broth, wait a little bit, have a little bit of steamed vegetable, wait a little bit, have an egg, and then you let that settle for several hours, and then have a slightly bigger meal. Maybe the following day, go back to your normal meals. But the point is, the worst thing you could do is have a lot of carbohydrates or introducing food after a prolonged fast. That would be the worst mistake. So to get all the details on how to do prolonged fasting, you should watch this video right here. What would happen if you stopped eating for 72 hours, 3 days, out of all?
So what did y'all think about the 72-hour fast? Has any of you done a 72-hour fast? And what was your experience? What was your experience? I have, and the first day or day and a half was actually the most difficult for me. It was actually the most difficult. But then after that, a certain time, I think it was like a day and a half, I just became accustomed to it. And it wasn't, the last day and a half wasn't as bad as the first. So yes, I've never gone that long, Sister Habkarad says. Yes, yes, that was the longest that I went on a full on a full dry fast was 3 days. Yeah. But like I said, it's you can't start there. You cannot start off fasting by going on a 3-day fast. There is it won't work. It won't work. You're setting yourself up. You have to really build yourself up. And that's why I started off with, the simpler fast, so that you can actually just become acclimated. And then as you notice that it gets easier and easier on that fast, and you can bump up to the next level. So you really want to wait. And Sister Hapkarat, I know that you are accustomed to the sundown to sundown, right? So start there, and then just maybe make it maybe 2 hours more of fasting and 2 hours less of the time to eat, and then just work your way up. If the 72-hour or 3-day fast is a goal that you've ever considered. So yes, and then the other video, like I said, I dropped another video by Dr. Axe, and that one is much longer, and it goes into a lot more information. So you may want to check that one out as well. So like we said, like Dr. Berg said, during the 72-hour fast, your body burns the glycogen. You may feel hungry. You may feel irritable. You may feel tired. I'm sure you will, going this long. And then ketosis increases during the 24 to 48 hours. So this is where the body shifts towards fat burning. And some people experience increased focus, reduced hunger. And that's what I was saying for myself. It was like the 1.5 day point that I really did start feeling this increased focus, reduced hunger, and stable energy. It's like your body just becomes acclimated to that, and you start feeling better. Others may feel miserable during the 24 to 48 hours, but both experiences are normal. For me, I felt better. Some people feel miserable. So during the 48 to 72 hours time frame, researchers believe that cellular cleanup process called autophagy becomes more active. And like Dr. Berg mentioned, autophagy is essentially cellular housekeeping, where the damaged components are broken down and recycled. So researchers are studying how this may impact aging, inflammation, metabolic health, and brain health. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about autophagy again. So it's a cellular process that removes the damaged components and recycles them for energy. Fasting triggers autophagy by creating a nutrient-deprived state in the body. And during fasting, the insulin levels drop, which is promoting the activation of autophagy. And this process helps in cellular repair and maintenance, and potentially extending your lifespan. So autophagy is also linked to various health benefits, including improved metabolism and reduced inflammation. And that's another thing, when you fast, at least for myself, when I fast, I have less pain. I do. So intermittent fasting is a popular method to stimulate autophagy effectively. Sister Keita says, by the second day I was struggling. I wanted to stop the fast and start eating. And a lot of times it's mind over matter, right? I think a lot of that, especially when you're first going into a 3-day fast, is getting control of the mind, because you feel as though, oh my gosh, I'm going to starve to death. Let me hurry up and eat. But once you get past that, at least for myself, it got a lot better. So hopefully by the third day, you were feeling better, sis. And did you do it again? Did you do it again? Did you have, was that a one-time 3-day fast, or have you done it again since then? So according to the research by a Dr. Walter Longo and colleagues, they suggest that prolonged fasting, such as a 72-hour fast, may stimulate renewal of certain immune cells, which means researchers have identified biological processes worth further study. So what are some of the potential risks of a 72-hour fast? Well, dehydration is one. Okay, so you've done it on several different occasions. All praises. All praises. So you're probably used to that by now. So all praises. So the potential risk include dehydration, electrolyte abnormalities, and that's one of the reasons why Dr. Berg mentioned adding some sea salt, dizziness, low blood pressure, and that sea salt will also help to bring that blood pressure up or normalize it. Hypoglycemia, which is low blood sugar, muscle loss, fatigue. Shalom, shalom, Aquath, Sierra, shalom, how are you? So good to see you, my sister. All praises to the Most High, shalom, beautiful. So these longer fasts should be approached cautiously. And like I said, you don't want to just, for your first time fasting, or even your second time fasting, approach it as a 72-hour fast. Really work your way up to the 72 hours. Some people fast longer, but once again, that doesn't happen overnight. Then there's dry fasting. So dry fasting means no food, no water, and this is practiced in some religious traditions. We know about that, right? And the potential benefits of the dry fast is primarily spiritual. The risk: dehydration, kidney stress, heat-related illness, electrolyte imbalance. So when you're doing a dry fast, you really have to be cautious in during the summer and hot weather, especially if you're going to be going outdoors a lot on a hot day. So this is something that you really need to embark on cautiously as well. So from a health perspective, water fasting is generally safer, right? Because you're getting your fluids, and you can also add the salt to the water. But when you're dry fasting, there's no water, there's no food. So dry fasting really has to be done cautiously. Yeah, I remember the first time I went on a dry fast. The first time I went on a dry fast, oh my gosh, within a few hours actually of my fast, I was laid out on the bed I mean, you would think that I was dying. That's how dramatic I was. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do this. I had to have been maybe in the fast for about 8 hours or so, and I was really already freaking out. But I have since overcome that. But I'm telling you, when you're first starting out on a dry fast, it's like Sister Keita said the same. She said the same thing, that it starts out kind of difficult. Starts out kind of rough. But don't give up. Don't give up. Even if you fall off of the fast earlier than anticipated, next time just prepare, be better prepared, especially mentally and spiritually, especially if it's a spiritual fast. You want to really prepare yourself spiritually for the fast before embarking on it through prayer, right? Then there's juice fasting. So juice fasts are pretty popular. However, they are often misunderstood. So many juices contain large amounts of sugar. What's a safe amount of time to be on a dry fast? I've never done a dry fast. Have you done the sundown to sundown fast? So usually when I do my sundown to sundown fast, it's a dry fast. I have no water, I have no food. It's just a dry fast for that full day, for the 24 hours. And I've done the 3-day fast as a dry fast. That's the most that I've done, but I think it's more of an individual thing. For myself, I felt as though 3 days was my max. 3 days was my max. And once again, there's so many factors that I'm going to go over in just a few about who should not fast, and what are some of if you have health conditions, right? You'll definitely, and if you're going on a 3-day dry fast, especially if you have any medical conditions whatsoever, I would strongly recommend talking to your healthcare provider about that before going on an extended, a prolonged dry fast. So the juice fasts are pretty popular. But like I said, many juices contain large amounts of sugar. So the benefits are, of course, increased fruit and vegetable intake, especially if we're talking about juices that are fresh squeezed, actually from the fruit. And not something that you buy in the store that's just a lot of syrup, right? So I would recommend, if you're doing a juice fast, that you actually juice yourself, or you go to a juice bar that they're using actual fresh vegetables and fruits, and not syrups. Because even with that, the risk are blood sugar spikes, low protein intake, loss of muscle mass, and of course, hunger. So for most people, the whole foods are preferable, not the juice, just eating the actual food, the vegetables and the fruit. And I personally have not done just a juice fast. That's not something that I've ever embarked on. So then there are partial fasts and Daniel fast, the Daniel fast. How many have ever heard of the Daniel fast? As a matter of fact, I should have brought my book. There's a book, because when I actually first started fasting, the Daniel fast is where I began. was with the Daniel fast. So a partial fast, it restricts specific foods. For example, you may go on a fast, a partial fast where you're restricting meats. You're not going to eat any meats, but you'll eat everything else. No sweets is another very popular partial fast. No processed foods. So you may eliminate certain things from your diet during a partial fast. And then the Daniel fast is one of the most well-known examples, because the Daniel fast, you're eating a lot of grains. A lot of grains is in the Daniel fast. There's no meats. There are no sweets, no processed foods in the Daniel fast. So the benefits are, it is easier to sustain. It's very nutrient dense. It's, especially with the Daniel fast, it's spiritually focused. And it's actually less stressful physically. And there are minimal risks. If this fast is properly planned, there are very minimal risk in the Daniel fast. So for many believers, this is an excellent starting point, as it was for me. I really liked the Daniel fast. This was my starting point. Yes, after, I went to the Daniel fast when I had jumped in headfirst into the dry fast and realized that's too much. So then I found out about the Daniel fast, and I converted over to the Daniel fast before going back to dry fasting. So I learned after that first attempt that I was just being a bit too ambitious with the dry fast, and went to the Daniel fast. And that's how I started my fasting process. So if anyone is interested in the Daniel fast, there's actually a book out there. It's called The Daniel Fast. Check it out. I have it, but it's in another room on my bookshelf. So who should not fast without medical guidance, or who should not fast without medical guidance? You should get medical guidance if you're dealing with any of these conditions whatsoever. So certain individuals should consult their healthcare provider first. These include, of course, pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, children, people with diabetes, individuals taking insulin, anyone with kidney disease, people who have eating disorder histories, very important, underweight individuals, and people taking certain blood pressure medications. So it's very important, and I'm going to repeat this again: pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, children, people with diabetes, individuals taking insulin, those with kidney disease, people with eating disorder histories, even for those that may be in recovery from their eating disorder, because going into a fast can probably trigger, binging and purging, that kind of thing. So if you have a history of any eating disorders, please consult your healthcare provider. Underweight individuals, people with anorexia, people taking certain blood pressure medications, because fasting is not appropriate for everyone. Remember that. Get whatever condition it is under control, And then once again, you may be able to start off with one of the simple, really simple fasts, but I highly recommend consulting your healthcare provider. So if you've never fasted before, then you want to really start fasting safely. So please do not jump right into a 72-hour fast. I don't know how to stress that enough. So you may want to do something such as this. On week 1, you do the 12-12 fast. The 12-12 fast, which means you have 12 hours to eat, 12 hours to fast. Then then on week 2, you go to the 14-10. 14 hours of fasting, 10 hours time frame to eat. Then week 3, the 16-18. 16 hours of fasting, this is the intermittent fasting, 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours time frame to eat. So that's a great way to break in, to get started on fasting safely. You want to focus on hydration, protein, vegetables, healthy fats, fiber, minerals, sleep, and stress management. These are important when you're fasting. You don't want to be stressed out and trying to fast at the same time. So how do you break a fast? How do you break a fast once you've done your 72 hours? And Dr. Berg went into this very well. When you're breaking a fast, you want to avoid breaking a fast with donuts. That would not be a good choice to come off of a fast, and the first thing that you eat after coming off of your 72-hour fast is to have donuts, candy, sodas, or any highly processed foods. Instead, start with soup, maybe some eggs, a lean protein, fruit, and cooked vegetables. You want to be gentle with your digestive system. So this also means planning ahead. It means planning ahead, meal prepping, right? If you know that you're going on a 72-hour fast, you may want to meal prep before you start the fast, so that at the end of your fast, you're not frantically thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to, what's in the fridge, what's in the cupboards. You've already meal planned before the fast, and you really don't want to meal plan while you're in the middle of your fast. Why? Because that can also trigger hunger if you're preparing food while you're on a fast. So I would recommend meal planning ahead and preparing the meal that you're going to break your fast with before actually going into the fast. So when you're talking about goals, if you're fasting with a particular goal in mind, let's say for weight loss, if your goal for fasting is weight loss, your best choice of fast would be the 14-10, where you have 14 hours fasting, 10 hours to eat. Then there's also the 16-8, the intermittent fasting, 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours where you're able to eat. Or the 5-2, which is 5 days on, 5 days where you're eating regular meals, and 2 days where you're on a low calorie, very low calorie diet. If we're talking about blood sugar control, the best choices to control your blood sugar are the 12-12, 12 hours of fasting, 12 hours where you're able to eat. The 14-10, once again, 14 hours of fasting, 10 hours to eat. And then the intermittent fasting, the 16-8, 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours to eat. And you want to combine this with a whole food diet, not junk, with fresh fruits and vegetables, grains, and so on, protein. So if we're talking about mental clarity, if you want to fast for mental clarity, most people report benefits from the 14-10, 14 hours of fasting, 10 hours of eating. Again, the 16-8 or the intermittent fasting, 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours to eat, or the occasional 24-hour fast, such as the sundown to sundown fast. And once again, individual responses vary. So the most effective fast is when we're talking about spiritual growth. From what I understand, the most effective fast is the one that redirects your attention towards the Most High, right? So whether it's a Daniel fast, the sunrise to sunset fast, some people do that, sunrise to sunset, the water fast, the sundown to sundown, the food-specific fast, such as the Daniel fast, again, it's really between you and the Most High, right? So get in prayer about that. So if it's for spiritual growth, that's what you want to do, is get in prayer, and that would be my recommendation. So in closing, fasting is neither, I wouldn't say it's a miracle cure, nor is it a dangerous fad, right? It's really a powerful tool when used wisely, because if you're fasting wisely, it can actually improve your metabolic health. It can support weight management. It can enhance insulin sensitivity. It can promote spiritual discipline and encourage healthier eating habits. So although fasting cannot replace good nutrition, it cannot replace sleep, it cannot replace exercise, it cannot replace stress management or medical care, it is an essential part of a healthy, balanced lifestyle. So anyone that really wants a healthy, balanced lifestyle would really try to incorporate some form of fasting method into your lifestyle, because it really does work. So let us remember, the purpose of fasting is not merely to change the body. The purpose for a lot of us is often to draw closer to the Creator while stewarding the temple that He has given us. At least that's what I find for my fast. So in closing, if you enjoyed today's video, I want you to like this video right now. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up right now while you're still on here, because I find that the likes are not, it's not correlating with the viewing. So please do us a favor, do me a favor, hit that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already done so to Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty, and share this episode with a friend that may be interested in fasting. And also comment below. If you come upon this video later on, if we're not live, you'll still have the opportunity to comment. And comment about what type of fasting you've tried, what was your experience with that fast, because it may actually help others. Right? And if you're interested in any of the references, I have plenty, such as the National Institute on Aging, the National Institute of Health, Longo Vidi Panda S, fasting, circadian rhythms, and time-restricted feeding in healthy lifespan, cell stem cell, prolonged fasting and immune cell regeneration research, the Johns Hopkins Medicine Intermittent Fasting Overview, Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, their position statement on weight management and nutrition, and Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 2016, research on autophagy by Yoshinori Osumi. So I have quite a few references here where we drew from to get this information. So sisters, that's it about fasting tonight. But who's still with me? Who stuck with me until this time? Please drop a comment, drop your name, a comment in the comment box if you are still here. If you are still here, let me know that you're still here. It's important that I know, and I have a reason for this. It's not that I'm just being nosy, but I'm here, sis. Oh, Sister Habkarad. Awesome. Anyone else here? Is there anyone else here? Sister Habkarad, you're always here. All praises. Sister Shayla's, who is Sister Shayla's? Please let me know who you are. Sister Kita, I learned a few things I didn't know. Sister Arapaz, my beautiful Benjamite. Sister Sarah, all praises, all praises. Well, look at this. Oh my gosh, you all are still here. Sister Shahaz Lazar. Okay, let me see who is Sister Shahaz Lazar. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Share your referral link. Oh, is this my referral link? Yes. Okay, I'm trying to see. Come on, what is happening here? It's turning blue. The water, my beautiful Benjamin. That's Sister Sarah. For the information, all praises to Most High. I came in later. I will go back and listen to the beginning. The water says all praises. Let's see. I'm trying to get everyone's. Sister Mother Kwa. Oh my goodness. Shalom says I don't know you by that name, but the water. The water. So this is the reason I asked. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. There's one that is not allowing me to click on it. I don't know. Okay, let me keep scrolling here. Let me keep scrolling. I think I have everyone. Well, the reason I asked, there was a reason for this. Oh, let me take this off the screen. My goodness. There's a lot going on right now. There is a lot going on right now. There's something on the screen. I guess I posted it on there and didn't even realize. There we go. Wow. Woo. There was a lot going on. Okay. So once again, the reason I ask you all to drop a comment in the comment box to let me know who is here is because remember last week I mentioned that I had been slacking and forgetting to continue the monthly giveaways. So I wanted to see who stuck with me and wow, who stuck with me. And tonight I am having a door prize giveaway. And it is back. It is back. So all praises to the Most High. So the giveaway was for the first person that commented in when I asked the question, who is here? Drop a comment in the comment box and let me know that you are still here. So I was actually going to give the first person who is Sister Ahab Karad was the first person that says, where are we? Let me scroll down. Sister Ahab Karad was the first one to respond. I'm scrolling to get back. I'm here, sis. So that was Sister Ahab Karad was the first one. And then Sister Mathakwa says, I'm here, sis. And Sister Kita, I've learned a few things, didn't know there was so many different types of fasts. All praises. So I actually have 3 prizes to give away. One is a bath soak, the Sweet Spring Grapefruit Bath Soak. And then I have the body butter, which is a Sweet Spring Grapefruit body butter. I have a Shebrew royal tea to give away. And since I had 4 responses, I am actually going to be very generous and give away 4 door prizes tonight, because you all stuck with me tonight. So the 4th, what will the 4th be? What will the 4th be? Oh my goodness. The 4th will be another body butter. I think another body butter. So, what do y'all think about that? New comment. There's a new comment. I'm trying to see the new comment, and here we go. Shalom, I fasted often. Sister Belinda, awesome. Wow, Sister Wada. Sister Hubkarad, I'm telling you. I am telling you, Sister Sarah. Congrats, sisters. So yes. So we have one for, it's actually 4. Sister Sarah gets one also. There's Sister Kita, Sister Habkarad, Sister Madakwa, and Sister Sarah. So 4. So now this is a tough decision, because I have to decide who gets what. So let's start with, oh my goodness. You know what? Each of you, because it doesn't have to be set in stone. So it's a choice between a body butter, a bath soak, and a tea. So please, you 4, drop in the comment box what the choice is. I'm feeling very, very generous tonight, and it's because I had slacked off for the last few months. So please drop a comment in the comment box. Sister Habkarad, I'm totally good with anything. Okay, Sister Martha Kwa, Sister Kita, and Sister who was the last? Was Sister Martha Kwa, Sister Sarah. Sister said, I do use a lot of body butter. Sister Habkarad, okay. Your bomb grapefruit butter, sis. Oh, all praises. Oh, so Sister Sarah wants that is Sister Mathakwa wants the body butter, the grapefruit body butter. Okay. Okay, so Sister Kita and Sister Sarah. Sister Kita and Sister Sarah. Okay, so Sister Kita, Sister Sarah, I can actually reach out to both of you and see what your choice is. Sister Martha Qua already claimed her body butter, her grapefruit, spring grapefruit body butter. You can give mine to another sister, Sister Sarah said. Oh, okay. So, oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet, sis. So, that would be the last person that commented, and that would be Sister Belinda. That would be Sister Belinda. Okay, awesome. Awesome. So that was my grand giveaway for the night, and I think I made up for the last few months where I didn't do my giveaway. All praises. So, sister, that is it. This channel is not monetized, but if you find the information that is presented on this channel to be useful and valuable to you, please feel free to give a donation to the cause. Nothing is too small or large, right? Shebrew Royalty LLC and Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty are labors of love and appreciation. So what I present on this channel and create and offer on ShebrewRoyalty.com really comes from a place of love, care, and appreciation for each and every one of you. And myself, and most importantly, the Most High, because He is the one who has blessed me with this platform. Sister Kita, all praises to the Most High, sis. All praises. All praises. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. So we appreciate any gift that the Most High puts on your heart to give. Donations can be sent to $ Shebrew Royalty on Cash App. And please be sure to specify donation as a reason for the transaction. The water in advance for your generosity. Thank you. So yes, but the best way to support us is by visiting ShebrewRoyalty.com and purchasing one of our all organic skincare products from either our Temple Treasures collection, which is made for the queens, or from our Hebrew Royalty collection, specifically loose tea. Oh, all praises, says Sister Belinda says loose tea. Sister Shamira Yahawada. Yes, got you, sis. So yes, don't forget our royalty collection as well. And if you've experienced our products, once again, please go to the review page and leave us a review. Please, please. So let's continue to grow this channel so that the information can reach Shebrews throughout the 4 corners of the earth. And even those that are not Shebrews but are willing to be a part of our community. We are to let our light shine so that others can be led to the source of the light. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Tea Time with Shebrew Royalty. So if this episode blessed you, helped you, or gave you practical tools, please like, subscribe, share this video with another sister, and please leave a comment below, because these conversations can really, really, and truly enhance lives. So know that I'm praying for you. I'm praying for us, for all of us. We need it. You know, we really need prayer. So until the Most High brings us back together, may you prosper and be in excellent health. And remember, true healing begins inwardly before it is expressed outwardly. So until next time, my royal family, take care of your body, honor your temple, walk in wisdom, and remember, you are royalty because you were created by the King of Kings, and his blood runs through your vein. So, Ahabatha, I love y'all. And if it's the Most High's will, I will see you again next week. Same tea time, same tea channel, right? Good night and blessings. Ahabatha, love y'all. Shalom. Have a blessed week. Have a blessed week. I'll be in touch with you, all of the winners, to make sure that you get your prizes. Shalom. Love y'all. Good night.